You don't lose self-control in big dramatic moments. You lose it quietly, in small decisions, in habits you repeat every single day without thinking. Think about this. If self-control was only about willpower, then why do smart, motivated people still procrastinate, overeat, scroll for hours, and quit on their goals? Why do you promise yourself you'll change, and then do the same thing tomorrow? Because the real problem isn't laziness. It's the daily behaviors you ignore that slowly sabotage your self-control. And once you see them, you won't be able to unsee them. Let's talk about why this matters. Self-control decides almost everything in your life. Your health, your income, your confidence, your future. It is the difference between "I'll start tomorrow" and "I am proud of myself." Between reacting emotionally and staying calm. Between discipline and regret. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't lose self-control because life is hard. They lose it because of what they practice every day. And some of those practices look harmless, even normal, even productive, until they destroy you from the inside. The first behavior is constant small indulgences. You tell yourself, it's just one extra episode, one extra snack, one more scroll, one day off discipline. But self-control doesn't break all at once. It erodes. Every time you give in to a small urge, you train your brain to expect reward now, not later, not after effort, not now. So the next time you need to focus, your brain resists. It wants comfort. It wants stimulation. It wants the easy hit. Think about it. You sit down to work. Suddenly, checking your phone feels urgent. You're not weak. You're conditioned. Self-control is a muscle, and every small indulgence without resistance weakens it. The second behavior is decision overload. From the moment you wake up, you're choosing what to wear, what to eat, what to watch, what to reply, what to postpone. By the time the important decision shows up, your mental energy is gone. That's why you feel strong in the morning and careless at night. That's why your worst habits happen when you're tired. You didn't suddenly lose discipline. You spent it all. Every unnecessary decision drains self-control, and modern life is designed to keep you choosing non-stop. Endless options, endless notifications, endless noise. If you don't simplify your life, self-control will always feel impossible. The third behavior is negotiating with yourself. This one is dangerous because it sounds smart. You say things like, "I deserve a break. I'll do it later. I'll make up for it tomorrow." But every time you negotiate, discipline loses authority. Your brain learns that rules are flexible, promises are optional, discomfort is avoidable. And once that pattern forms, self-control collapses fast. Think about the version of you that keeps promises. That version doesn't argue, it acts. Self-control isn't built through motivation. It's built through consistency without debate. The moment you start arguing with yourself, the weaker voice usually wins. The fourth behavior is constant distraction. You might think multitasking makes you efficient, but it destroys self-control. Every time you switch tasks, your attention fragments, your focus gets weaker, your patience gets shorter, and when focus disappears, impulsive behavior takes over. That's why boredom feels unbearable now. That's why silence feels uncomfortable. That's why you reach for stimulation the moment things slow down. Self-control needs space. Silence. Stillness. If your mind is always busy, discipline never gets a chance to grow. Now here's the most important part. None of these behaviors feel dangerous in the moment. They feel normal. They feel human. But repeated daily, they shape who you become. You don't rise to your goals. You sink to your habits. And the good news? This works both ways. When you delay small urges, you build strength. When you reduce decisions, you save discipline. When you stop negotiating, you gain authority over yourself. When you protect your focus, you regain control. Self-control isn't about being extreme. It's about being intentional. You don't need to change your whole life today. You need to notice what's quietly weakening you. Because awareness is the first form of control. So here's your takeaway. If you want more discipline, stop looking for motivation. Start fixing the daily behaviors you ignore. Protect your attention. Simplify your choices. Keep your promises to yourself. And stop feeding every urge. Small wins build big control. Now I want you to reflect. Which one of these behaviors is sabotaging you the most? Is it indulgence, distraction, negotiation, or overload? Comment below and be honest. Awareness creates change. If this video helped you see yourself more clearly, like it. Subscribe for more content that makes you stronger, sharper, and more disciplined. Because self-control isn't about perfection. It's about becoming someone you can trust.